Hello everyone, my name is Moon, and welcome back to Minecraft. So as you guys know, my computer is again on the fritz, so I'm back on my laptop. But that does not mean the content should stop. And today we're going to be building more. Since we've spawned into this, let's build ourselves something frozen. Why not build an igloo? Now, for those of you who don't know what igloos are, they're little snow homes for people who want to stay warm when it comes to cold temperatures. I don't really know much about how igloos are made. I do know that they're supposed to keep. God, they're supposed to keep. I know they're supposed to keep people warm. So, that being said, let's see how quickly we can get an igloo set up. Now I'm looking at it. I see this nice little chunk of ice, right? I feel like this would be perfect to work as an igloo. Now, typically you want to be able to go inside the igloo. So, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly just kind of fill in a little bit of this stuff just to give ourselves more of a workspace. All right, now that we have more of a workspace, let's actually try to work on this thing. But let's see what we can do. So, right off the bat, right? Let's just add some more packed ice. Now, let's dig in, make it a little hollow for us. And now that we're to the back of it, we're gonna quickly cover at least 2 layers. And now let's hollow it out a little. All right, now that's hollow, let's make it look a little more, let's make it a little more sound. And just like that, now that we've hollowed it out, polished it up, and made it all look congruent, looks pretty damn well good. Let's put ourselves a nice little campfire. Now, let's make a hole in the center, put ourselves a hay bale, because apparently putting it on top of the hay bale will make the smoke go a little higher, and boom. Now we have a heat source. Now, hopefully this won't melt our igloo. Now, normally, like, igloos are mainly made of snow, right? Well, now normally in igloos, they are made with pellets. The inside is laid down with pellets to keep the heat from escaping. Now, it's packed ice. They pack it just enough where the heat won't escape on the outsides, but they do line the floor with some pellets. And again, I'm not 100% sure how factual that is. From my experience, I've always known them to. Them being people who actually had to do this. Now, we can't just have everything willy nilly. So we can't just have electricity running through this thing. We can't have. Yeah, it's a no no. So, what can we use? Well, for one, we can use barrels, we can use lanterns, and banners. We can also add ourselves some nice little wood stuff like trapdoors, as well as maybe some spruce logs. Am I right? Now, look at that. We have. Now, I kind of do wish that I can make those smaller to make it look more like we were grabbing some logs, throwing them on the fire, but I can't, sadly. And just so we have a little added bonus. Normally, they want their beds to be close to it so that they stay warm while they sleep. So, we're going to set up ourselves a nice little area next to the fire. A lantern to give them a little light, for just when the fire doesn't give it just right, as well as one over here, just to have one on the other side as well. Igloos normally they're a lot smaller, so you can have a lot of light in just mainly for the fire and maybe one lantern. But since ours is naturally spawned, we're just gonna keep it like this. Now, something I have seen before in a couple of them have been where on a certain side they broke the ice while on like water, because sometimes they can actually be really thick ice beneath you, so you have to drill it and you can stay on top of them. But they broke it enough to where you could have water inside as well. And of course, you don't want to always be caught cold with it, but honestly, to give it a nice little feel of it being some type of, or it to be some type of actual pelts from an animal, let's go ahead and put ourselves down some brown carpet. And instead of this being this, well, let's let's change it out for some stone. Now the reason I'm going with two different types of stones because I can't get it to like look like it's been like we've been living here for a while. Cause black ash, you know. Now I know nothing really much about making things like this, but just to give it kind of that feel of that we're a part of something, like or just we're hunting groups, keeping our families safe, keeping them nice and warm. Let's just throw a few banners up. I really wish I knew how to use a loom. I don't know. I wish that's one of the things that I think is kind of fascinating about this game is they have a loom. I know nothing about them. And lastly, let's give ourselves a little potted plant. I know that has nothing really to do much with it, but I do like a little greenery in my art, if you can even call it that. So this is before. It was a barren thing of nothing but ice, packed ice, I should say, on the midst of nothing surrounded by polar bears. And this is after. Now, I know I could have made it look a little better on the outside, but I kind of like keeping it to the original design. Yes, I did change it up a little bit with how it was, how so it could all kind of even out on the inside. But this is what it looks like on the outside after we fucked with it. And here's the inside. As you can tell, we have our logs for our fire outside, all bundled up. And when we go inside, we're greeted to this nice, just beautiful aroma of just fire. The smell of it smells good. We climb into bed as the days have hit us. And yeah, this is Minecraft. This is a building. I know I didn't really do much building here, and I thought I was gonna be able to build another one or build an actual igloo, but I have run out of time. I know I've been kind of quiet. Speaking a little quiet, I should say, mainly because I'm trying to keep my noise level a little bit quieter when I record at night. Mainly because my neighbor was talking to me. He said, "Hey, would you mind keeping it down just a little bit at night? I don't know what you're doing, but I can hear you a little bit." So I'm trying to be courteous to them. Now, in the day, I'm gonna yell my ass off. But yeah, that's all the time I got. If you want to see more content like this, other things that I got planned in the future, there is a button down there. It's called the subscribe button. You guys hit it if you want to, because I will never tell you to do so. And if you let me know that I'm doing a good job, there's a button for that too. Called the like button. Again, don't have to hit it, but that may grow this channel and help the YouTube algorithm push me out to other people. It'd mean all I needed. Because I know I'm not for everyone. I only ask one thing though. Just tell your friends, your family, and your pets about who I am and what I do. Lastly, get the comments. Again, I want as much criticism as possible for building. Because I'm not a builder. I'm not good at it, and I'm never going to claim to say that I'm a good builder. But to help me grow, I would like to. But to help me grow as a builder, your negative feedback would mean a lot to me. So let me know in the comments below. And yeah, my name is Moon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.